By profession, Brother Robert is an engineer. Okay, that means engineer. Okay, okay. And Sister Rita Bruce, she has an associate degree, and she has written 4 books. Many of you may have had a chance to read her books. What's more important is, before we started, during the few minutes gap, they were talking about a little bit on Swami, right? They have spent 28 years with Swami. 28 years, okay? I mean, they have lots and lots of experience and lots of stories to share. Other than the workshop, they could keep you awake all night, with those leelas of Swami. So that's really wonderful. They generally spend about half a year, about 6 months in India each year. And of course, since they were here since the 2nd of March, we have really enjoyed their company. They are very jovial people full of love. And if you all want to share something with them, invite them to the ice cream parlor. Okay, okay, with that, please welcome Sister Rita Bruce and Brother Robert Bruce.
Thank you. Well, we got Swami's picture here now, so we can say our pranams. Lord, let it be you. Oh, Bhagavan. We all love you so very much. Please, Lord, allow us to feel your divine presence in one another. Open our hearts so that we can learn to be pure, flute-like instruments like you. Today we are here to learn about marriage and how to make our family life grow in your example and with your human values. Lord, bless us this day. Give us the strength to put what we learn into practice. Amen.
Well, one of 2 things will happen today for all those who are not married. You will run home and say, Mommy, Daddy, I want to get married. I want to start rubbing my egos right away so I can become self-realized. Or you will run home and say, Mommy, Daddy, I'd rather be celibate and all alone the rest of my life so I can be self-realized. So one of the extremes will happen.
And what would you like to do?
I plead the 5th Amendment.
You know, Swami has taught us a great deal. But even before Swami came into our life, we were about 32 years of age, 31, 32, and we had a crisis in our relationship, which then turned us to Eastern religion, Eastern thought, a lot of inner work, a lot of communication started then. So many times, all of us in our life, we don't take any action until there's a crisis. And Swami, when he instructed us to do the Satyasai parenting and the Satyasai marriage workshops, he said, give this to the young adults. I said, the young adults, Swami? He said, yes. He says, you give them both programs, the same program that you give the parents, give to the young adults. So, you see, I think the Lord wants the young adults to be prepared for when they have a relationship and get married and have children. They want them to have a fuller understanding than most of us have. I never took any courses on marriage or on raising children. And it's the 2 most important jobs that we have. It is the longest investment that we make, the most costly investment that we make. And we have absolutely no No instructions or teachings on it.
Wait a minute. This is part of your talk.
No, this is my introduction.
No, I'm doing the introduction.
You're going to do the introduction?
Yes, dear. And you forgot one important thing that Swami said.
What?
When the young adults break into groups, the young adults who are not married cannot sit together, the girls and the boys. The girls can sit with men who are married, but not men who are not married. Okay? And the boys cannot sit with girls who are not married. Swami was very strong when he told us this. So, since I don't know and she don't know who isn't married, if you happen to see a guy and a girl who aren't married sitting at the same table together, kick one of them out. Gently and sweetly. If you can't oblige, you can speak obligingly, right? Now, when you break into groups, for those that weren't here before, and sit at the tables, there's a group memory keeper who takes notes from the group what you're doing. That does not mean the person is in charge. Okay? It doesn't mean it's a girl because it's a secretary writing notes, guys. We don't want any of that male chauvinism thing out there. We all share because we're equal. You know, the amazing thing is, you know, seeing is electromagnetic energy, right, for any doctors that are here. Well, what happens if that energy shifts and it's X-rays? You look at her and she looks at you. There's no difference. You don't see the hair or lack of it. You know, you don't see dark hair, light hair. No, you know, you're identical. Isn't that amazing? If we just shifted our vision energy to X-ray, we'd all be alike. And Swami says, why don't we look at each other that way? Because we're all part of that same circuit. You know, he said, you know, it's just when you plug into the circuit, it's at 110 volts. Some light bulbs don't light up as strong as others. Some are 60 watt, 100 watt, 12 watt, you know. It's just lack of ignorance. That's what he says. That's all it is. Because we're all divine. So, you know, help us with the boy-girl thing. Let's see. As Brother Reddy said, we want to, you know, keep on schedule. This is your workshop. We're this here kind of guiding things and doing what Swami told us to do. That's all we're doing. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's like a study circle. There's no right, there's no wrong. You know, and it's a